And we're back. You're listening to the IBGR.network. IBGR is our call sign as a radio station, but we're more than a radio station. We are a network. You can listen live at IBGR.network 24/7. It is your place for resources, support, and answers to all your business questions at all stages of business growth. Whether you are starting, growing, or exciting, not just excited about business, you will be by the time you are with us for a while, because you're going to get so much information that you will get it right for your business, because you're going to be asking the questions and we're going to talk into it. But you will find all of it at IBGR.network. I'm your host, Jan Roberts, Global Influencer. Now, this is the last segment already, about session 1, episode 1. And we are in the business of looking forward into the different sessions from this new season, season 3 already. Who would have believed it? In the people lane, people skills for success at IBGR.network. And also go to our website at, of course, IBGR.network. I can say that in my dreams now. And download the show notes from each of these amazing sessions. There is already a book there as well. I don't know if it's available yet, but all the show notes, they've been compiled and they're in different volumes of sessions. And I think there's nearly 600 pages of it. Of all these notes will be invaluable. They'll be like let's say a handbook for you to go into, and also to find out which sessions you need to actually look into, you need to listen to. But this next episode we're going to be talking about this is the 9th or the 10th one, building your network. I'm losing track with the music in between and the news, but there's always been an abundance of opportunities to attend network sessions, conferences, and a wide variety of meetings and sessions. The effectiveness of those leaves a lot to be desired, though. We talk into some of the areas at network and how to improve our effectiveness. Because I don't know about you, but is 24 hours enough in a day? It is all about time management as well. I get that, because successful people also only have 24 hours a day. And yes, they sleep too. Maybe not as much as some other people, but they do sleep every now and then too. So if we're going to have to do something, and networking is a must, how can we do it more effectively? See, I hope you get a better understanding of why it is important as a business owner or entrepreneur to know where, when, and how to network, build relationships, and be more effective with your time, of course. So what I'm going to talk in more deeply is not networking strategically, wasting time, attending network meetings that do not have potential strategic partners in the room even. What are you doing there? Just drinking coffee and having free breakfast, maybe? But not knowing how to use contact spheres, failing to focus on relationship building. Now, I have seen many positive outcomes from relationship building as my partner, Artie Moore. She's also a show host, normally on a couple hours after me, but she's going to be in the Facebook group in an hour's time, where all of us are going to be together. You not only get to listen to us and listen to my fellow amazing host and the show founders, the station founders, Bill Eastman and Donna Kunde, who's guiding me as we speak, but also Artie Moore, and we have so many more in there. So come and join us for 2 hours, ask questions, and get to know a bit more what this is going to be all about. I'll talk a little bit more about that before we finish. But she is Artie Moore. I just talked about her. She is an absolute master at this networking and building relationships, and has gained a lot of benefit from continuously connecting, communicating, and building relationships with people. And people are important. So I also mentioned what you need to know, you need to be intentional. I will talk into even this whole intentional thing, because I do a keynote actually about intentional living and intentional business, intentional entrepreneurship. What a mouthful. Knowing the difference between having good intention and living intentional life as a business owner or entrepreneurs, it is so important. Being intentional will bring you real results when you take action. Massive action. So, what does your growth plan look like? I talked in it already briefly, and you might still slap your head and say, what is one of them? Personal development, people, is an everyday thing. If you ever want to become successful and grow into your potential. And do you have potential more than you have just now? Of course you have. Do I believe in you? I believe as much in you as I believe in myself, for all of us have potential that we haven't reached yet. All of us need to step into our purpose and our passion and walk that journey towards our destiny. And that, in this case, it will be as a business person, as an entrepreneur, and touch many more lives. I love that kind of stuff, and I'm excited about this, as you can tell. And I could talk a whole session, in fact a whole day about it, but I'm going to run out of time if I did that. Well, then in the next session, which will be the third last, because we're going to have an extra session in this season. I'm going to talk about it in a minute as well. But this is about business communication follow-up tips. See, the need to follow up and communicate clearly with your prospective partners and clients is, well, it's got to be done. See, there are still so many items we need to take care of, but looking into these areas and talking about into the previous session, I will have talked about networking. They are not just nice to haves, they are must do's and very necessary for your business to take off, survive and thrive. I hope that gets home to you, because it is so important. After talking about the importance of effective networking in the session before, then when I'm talking about this session, we will talk into the follow-up with connections you made, how to take those all important next steps to gain potential clients or customers. See, having a better grasp of effective networking, it does not remain effective if we do not communicate with them and follow up. So to gain influence with those prospective partners, clients and customers, there are some key issues which are imperative when building relationships. Imperative, yes, I said that. So I will talk about the importance of follow-up and building long-term relationships. Then we will discuss in more detail some of the 7 points which I'm just going to list briefly. But take it from me, if you now learned in our last session, you learned a bit more about effective networking, and you don't do any of this, that effective networking becomes less and less effective, because it's like meeting somebody at a party or in a bar saying hello. You forget to take the business card, or you might have taken a business card, but now you put it beside your laptop hoping they will call. What can you do as a follow-up? Provided you've built at least some kind of relationship in that networking event, or when you meet somebody, because it's not only an event. You can network with people where you are. You might meet somebody on the street. You never know. I mean, there is no such thing as coincidence in this life. You will meet the right people at the right time for the right reasons, but you need to be rightly ready. So then we have these key issues. The practice of 3 P's: be prompt, proactive, and patient. Use an authentic yet professional voice in all communications. Now, how can you be authentic and professional? Of course, you can be. You need to be. But you need to actually make sure that you know the language you use and do you have a dialect? I think all of you have dialects. Of course, I haven't got a dialect at all, and I've actually talked like this. It's just natural. My lords, ladies and gentlemen. But be a resource. Provide valuable content. Start and engage in meaningful conversations. Don't waste time, because timing is also everything. Demonstrate gratitude and know when to let go and move on. I talk about, if the horse is dead, take your saddle, get off and get yourself another one, because you won't win the Kentucky Derby on that one. So I hope you get a little bit of an idea, what this is all about. But to get a better idea, you need to come and join me. And you need to come and join all the other amazing hosts around the globe. Nearly between 30 and 40 right now in 133 countries. But I hopefully, in this being the first of season 3, I hopefully provided a decent overview for you to be able to get some ideas, as well as food for thought about which of my broadcasts you will attend. All of them, of course. However, if you do happen to slip up and miss the odd one, don't get upset and cry somewhere in the bush, as you can always go to our website ibgr.network to listen to the recordings of the podcast. It is like Aladdin's cave in there for business information. Now, What is coming up next? Normally I would talk about the up and coming shows from my fellow hosts in this prime time region. But today we will be just a little bit different as the IBGR.network. We are having a summit all week to officially launch the network. So you get some insights into the radio station, the coming season, and you get to meet and to know your show host a little better. This is going to happen in 1 hour from now at 1 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Central European time, South African Standard Time, and 3 p.m. Lebanon time, as well as 8 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. I mention all four because people from all four will be joining us. So I will be joining our prime time team from Europe, UK, Africa, and the Middle East, which is Artie Moore, my partner, and then Sadika Kebi from Lebanon. Artie from South Africa, Sadika Kebi from Lebanon, Tina Ogbugo from Nigeria, Bill Eastman and Donna Kundi, the founders of this amazing network from the United States. And you can join us for the session in our Facebook group and even ask questions and make comments. So, whether you are a CEO or a large corporation or a small business owner, whether you are running your local business group or sports club, whether you are a mompreneur or someone wanting to intentionally grow to reach your God-given potential, I can help you. I will assist you in your organization to discover the challenges in leadership and communication and discuss effective global and local solutions. We also offer a sustainable development program for your entire organization, as well as provide amazing personal assessments for a more effective connection at home and at work. My services include coaching, training, facilitation, and energetic keynotes. So connect with me at www.keyleadershipinstitute.com or www.jrspeakersclub.com, or you can find my details on IBGR network site. You've been listening to IBGR.network, the International Business Growth Radio Network. I am your host, Jan Roberts. Come and join us on our Facebook in an hour's time, and I look forward to seeing you next week at the same time.